Hi, good evening, good evening, good evening. So good to have so many of you all on already, that you all are here ready for us to start. Thank you very much for joining us as you do regularly. Every Thursday we are on around this time. Yes, every Thursday at 9 p.m. AST, American Standard Time. Or is it Atlantic Standard Time? 1:32. Anyway, but we're here. Nice having all of you all. Let me see who we have on the line tonight. Of course, we're talking about singles. I see La Mimi start Chiroction already. La Mimi said, "Here I am again to be abused." Good evening. All right, La Mimi. I know why you figure you're getting abused. Lyndon, Joe Field, good evening to you. Florence Turton, Alice John, hey, good evening to you. Candice Alexander, well, we have Heather Maximum. Yes. We have Sue Alexander, Sue Bragman. Yeah. Lenora Francis Moses, Glenda Allen, my good friend Edward Jones, good evening to you. Cheryl Harley Quinn, good evening. Carolyn Garraway, hey, nice. Good day. Here, what I want you to do for me: call somebody, forward the live to somebody on the WhatsApp, to a group that you have. Forward it to your friends. Make sure you share the live. Let's get everybody on. I'm giving you all time to do that. I'm giving you all time. And if the person who shares it the most, as they usually put on the forwarded things, share it to 9 people in your contacts and see what God will do for you. Yeah, try that. 9 people on your contacts. See what God will do for you. Good evening. Good evening. Sue. Hey, is Sue big name? I can't call that big name that Sue has. Yeah. Caroline. We have Edwin. Good evening to you, Edwin Tulsi. Nice having you on. Nice having all of you all. Wendy Ann. Good evening. Good evening. Yeah. Share the live, people. Share the live. Share the live. This evening we go in and we talk about why some people are still single. 6 reasons, and I feel I will give you more than 6 this evening, but 6 good reasons from those who studied it why some people still single. Do you know we have the largest amount of single people ever? People single like that, and that is troubling. That is troubling because it has an impact in society. When people are single, it has economic impacts, it has a number of other impacts, but I don't want people to think that it is wrong to be single, but you have to look at it from both sides also. But it is not wrong to be single, and we'll find out that that happens to be one of the things that we're going to talk about. Yeah. So all you single people, enjoy all a single life while you have it. A lot of people married and want your single life, wish they had it. So you make sure you enjoy yours. So we're going to take a break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to start. In the meanwhile, I'm asking you to share it to 9 people on your contacts and see what God does for you. I don't know why people don't share that kind of thing, but anyway. Mr. Director, Sid Jones is the man behind the wheel this evening, and let us go to a break. We'll be right back. Double B Supermarket, 60 to 62 Government House Road, Scarborough, Tobago. All items reasonably priced, friendly staff. If you don't believe me, you call them 639-5329. If you ask them any question, they'll tell you Jesus is the answer.
Don't let the weather of the day dictate your pace. I stayed cool every time I got into my vehicle, and you can too. At Tow School Center of 31 Gaskin Bay Road, Bonaccord, they specialize in auto air conditioning with parts and services catering to your car's needs. Call and ask for tows at 660-8777 or 788-3535. Tow School Center, where a comfortable ride is a cool ride.
Halifax Safe Home Revolution is passionate about providing you with scientific-based, medical-grade, safe take-home products that cover your essential needs. From your oral health to your daily skincare regimen to maintaining and preserving your overall health, Our products are enriched with premium grade, patent protected microsilver and Norwegian spruce tree extract. Halifax Safe Home Revolution will forever change and revolutionize the way you take care of yourself and your families. It's a game changer. Have a singles workshop coming up, and this singles work really is a discussion point. We are trying to see what we could do for singles, and so I thought of coming up with this event. It's a free virtual discussion that is taking place on the 23rd of July from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Give us 2 hours to talk about your issues. If you are a single, please come. Please register. You need to go to my website. My website is, and you need to listen because people tend to leave out part of my name. They put in www.michaelstewart.com. It's not that. It is www.michaelatstewart.com. The AT must go in between. Yeah. So you need to do that. Go to the website and register. If you are a single and you coming on there, and single, we mean unmarried, we mean separated, we mean divorced, we mean widowed. It is free. It's just a discussion. You can come on, you can leave your camera off, and you can just be there in the background. We don't mind, but just come so that we could start seeing what we could do, what singles want, and we could have some conferences, some personal development programs. We could have some face-to-face and so on, because where it is on your side of the boat, there may be no fish, but if you throw your net on the other side, you may bring in a big fish for you. Sometimes in your congregation, in your church, in your island doesn't have the person for you, but you're looking for somebody. Yeah, throw your net on the other side. Trust me. Good evening, good evening, good evening to everybody. Carrot, Hercules, my good friend Joan. Joan, I'm looking forward to seeing you. Yeah, man. Cheryl, Harley Quinn, Wilma Hamlet, Jelia Charles, good evening to you. Ian Critchlow, Judith John, yep. Beatrice St. Paul, Anne-Marie Brathwaite. Hey, Anne-Marie, you know, I wanted to call you just to say hello, just to connect with you, my good friend. So I hope that we get a chance to hook up tomorrow or sometime to just blag. Yep, no problem. Let's see who else we have there. I see McKinney John shared the from on Facebook. I hope other people sharing too. You know, just share it and bring other people on. Good evening. Yes, Emina Ross. Yeah, we have some new people on this evening. All right, so let's go. Yeah, so as we said, you go to the website. You can start registering even from now for that event. There's also another event. I didn't see that. I didn't see said you didn't put that one up. The other program is a introductory program. Yes, how to design the life you want. We've already have, I think we have close to 50 people registered for this already. It's a free workshop, and this is on the 2nd of July. Again, you go to the website, you'll see all the information there. While you're on the program here, you could actually go to the website and check it out. Yeah, www.michaelatstewart.com. Do not leave out the AT and do not put in any extra W in it. You just go there and you get it. You register for your course. The paid program, the paid aspect of this is also there. If you wish, you could go ahead and register for that one on time, but that one you have to pay for. I hope you know that. So if you go in there, you need to walk with the credit card. The other two programs are free. All right, six things why some people are single. Now, this is what other people have said, and I've shared it, and there are some of the things that I would have come up for in interacting with people. Number one, 6 things why some people, not all persons, some are single. Number one, some people choose to be single. I hope you are writing them down, because I want you to remind me of them. And you could post it so that people who come in on could see what it is who came on late. Some people actually choose to be single, and that is okay. I want people to understand that we shouldn't pressure single people to get married just because it's the in thing. We pressure them to get married or get into a relationship when they're not ready, just to satisfy us that they can have somebody. They don't need anybody in order to be a whole person. I've always said that on the program. You are whole as you are. You do not need anybody for you. Yes? And because you are whole, you do not have to get into a relationship with somebody if you do not want to. You can go to a restaurant by yourself and just feel proud that you have taken yourself out. You can go to an event. Let us not make or try to make people feel guilty and keep asking them, so you have a man yet? You have a woman yet? Why are you not settling down? Something wrong with you? Something wrong with the person? No, 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 no. Some people actually choose to be single. It is better to be single and happy than to be with somebody and unhappy. That kind of loneliness is the worst type of loneliness. If you're lonely and single, it is also better than to be married and lonely. Let me say that again. To be lonely and single is better, in my respectful view, than to be married or in a relationship and lonely. Take your loneliness by yourself. Yeah. So the poll is up. If you are single, are you single by choice? That's the poll for this evening. Yes. So number one, some people choose to be single. Secondly, some people lack an identity. You see, because many of us live our lives vicariously. Vicariously mean that we live through somebody else's life, not our own life. So we really don't have an identity who we are. And a lot of people are fake. So it's hard to get into a relationship with somebody who is fake. They are not themselves. They pretend. And they pretend not to pretend while they pretend. Yeah? They pretend so much that they're pretending that they're not pretending. So they pretend to be nice, they pretend to be loving person, concerned and caring and so on, and when they are not. And some people see through you. Some people recognize that's not who you are. So therefore, such a person needs a personality makeover. Personality makeover. Because there are some people who carry a sort of stigma. And let me just give an example that there are some people who go after a philosophy that they really don't believe in. And both men and women. And let me start with the men. This philosophy that says that a man should not listen to a woman and don't let a woman tell you what to do and so on. And we go with this bravado and then we get into a relationship with a woman who is well-meaning. But she doesn't like that kind of dominance. She doesn't like that kind of attitude inside of you. But it's not that you really believe in it, because you have been taught this and the friends around you say, boy, don't let she tell you that, don't let she behave like that and so on. And you take chain up. You take chain up from your friends, your partners. Yeah. Some of you do things just to look cool. Smoke, drink. It's not what you were brought up on. It's not what you like. But in order to fit in. The FOMO, we call it. Fear of missing out. FOMO. If I don't do it, I will miss out on a lot of things. I wouldn't be able to move with the gang, would move with the boys and so on. And girls see through that. They see through that. You don't even know who you are. You're just following crowd. Have you ever walked through the mall and see a set of young boys? All of them look to dress the same way, with their pants down, and they're trying to walk as though they're chassis bend. Yeah, they're walking and they're walking lean and so on. It's an identity issue. They talk in a language that is not even English. They put words into a sentence that have no meaning into it. Why? Because they are trying to give an impression. They're trying to sound cool, look cool, and so on. Nobody who is serious about life wants a person who doesn't even know who they are. It's the worst type of person to get into a relationship with. And some of you all are single because you have not gotten to meet you yet. And you want to meet somebody else. Some women are also fake. So we talk about the men, but some women are really fake. They don't even know who they are. All of the things that they do, they dress up, and you see, as soon as sometime a girl reaches a certain age, she thinks she's big. On her birthday, she now starts to splash on Facebook and start to splash body and pose, and every time you look at some of these videos on television, it's the back of the woman. Why do you need to turn your back and put your bottom in the camera? Because everybody is doing it. You don't even have a. Tell me which serious guy. It will look good and you'll get plenty likes. I admit that. You'll go viral. But which guy who really wants to settle down with a wife will look at that and say, hey, that's a nice woman to be the mother of my children, for me to spend money on and put her in a house and keep her for the rest of my life? Which man? Answer me that. Are you really, do you understand who you are? And I'm not talking to every single person here. I'm only talking to those in the list that I'm talking to here now. When a woman lies on a stage, spread her legs to allow a DJ man or an entertainer to jump from a height and land flat between your legs, you really think a serious man want you? You really think so? Of course, guys would want you. But you really think a serious man would say, ah, that's my woman up there. Look, she spread her legs. Look at that land up between her legs. You really think so? I doubt it. So let's get real. I ain't pulling no punch tonight. I just laying it as it is. All you can do me nothing, I can do all nothing. You could just continue your life as you want. But I'm saying that some people are single because they deserve to be single. There are some people who are single because they choose to be single, and that's okay. But there are some people who are single and don't understand why they're not getting into a relationship, because they need a personality makeover. They don't know, they have not met themselves. Let me see what's going on here on Facebook. You can't be alone and not, you can be alone and not lonely. Thank you very much, Sandra. Joy, good evening. I choose to be single. I could go for plenty free lunches and dinners. All right. She's holding on. I visited from oh, okay. That's something else. Yeah. Mel Jones said, I saw this like fake. Well, that's what we get a lot of in today's fake. No identity. We find our identity on Facebook. If people like what we say and they press like and love and so on, hey, I'm somebody. When they don't put it, I'm nobody. Nah. All right, let me see. Amen, I'm whole as I am. Thank you, Mel. Elon, good evening. Thank you very much. All right. So it's two I give volume. Right? Let me see if I could give you another one. Some people are still single because they have unrealistic expectations. I hope you're right in it. Number one, it is because they choose to be single. Number two is because they lack a self-identity. They don't know who they are. And number three, unrealistic expectations. I listen to some people say the kind of woman they want and the kind of man that they want, and I'm asking myself, you need to say, beam me up, Scotty. Because the person is not on this earth. The person has gone where no man has gone before. They ain't here. So you need to find them on the next planet, in the next world, with some of the things that people are asking for. A man wants a woman who have her act together. She must have her own job. She must have her own car. She must have her own house. She must have everything. And some of these guys, when I talk to them, have nothing. A woman who's serious would not want you. Do you all hear me? A woman will want you, yes. But a woman who has self-worth would want somebody who brings something to the table. That's where the tire hits the road. Work on developing yourself first so that you are bringing something of value to the person that you are going to meet. That makes the relationship balanced. You cannot say, and I've listened to some of these things that we talk in the shop, barber shop, and we talk at the side of the road, and some of them actually believe this nonsense. I want a woman, she must have a car. I want her to be able to drive her car. And you sitting on the side of the road, you don't even have a steady job. your part-time job, but she must be in a good, steady job. What makes you think that she's there to mind you, to bail you out of life, of your expenses in life? No, no, no. I think that all women deserve better. Anybody who gets into a relationship deserve to get into a relationship with somebody who has something to complement them, to bring value to them. If somebody is better off without you, then you are irrelevant. When you leave somebody and you leave a whole person, they are still whole, but they must miss you because you have removed from them a part of them that they don't have, but you haven't broken them. But if you are not missed, and if the person is better off with you gone, then you have to check yourself. So some of you guys are just pure single because you haven't developed yourself. And we are and let me just talk seriously to the young men. I'm not lashing young men tonight, but I think men, you all know I advocate for men. I support men. I bat for men and so on. But I don't want to give the impression that I'm batting under any condition. I am batting for men when men need to bat. But our women are far more educated academically than we are. More of them are coming through the school system. More of them are becoming more economically stable. They would want somebody to match them. We have got to come up to speed so that they don't have to marry downwards. They must marry upward. Because they want to get into a relationship with somebody who takes them to the next level. Am I making sense, people? Now, here's part of the trouble with some of the men. Some of the men, they want to play the field as long as possible. As long as possible, they want to play the field. Because there are so many women available. Sex is washing the shore. It is like fish coming ashore. And so they don't want to settle down with somebody and miss out all of that. But if you're really serious in life, you will tell yourself, I need to make a decision. And I need to make a decision that is valuable to me in my life, in my relationship, to make me better. And I need to get somebody, because after a while, all that is left after a while is going to be what is the dregs, because you allow all the good ones to pass. Because somebody who is serious is not going to wait. So that's the men. But here's the woman. Some of the women have some unrealistic expectations of men. They want a man to be the doctor, to be the bodyguard, to be the financier. They want a man to be the landlord. They want a man to be the taxi driver and everything. This man must be perfect. He must remember your birthday. He must be nice, kind, loving. He must be this perfect man. And this perfect man does not exist. Yeah. Doesn't exist at all. You'll have to recognize that as long as you get into a relationship, ladies, with a man, he has faults. So a woman would be with a man and she would say she doesn't like him because he's not romantic enough. He's good otherwise. I know of a particular lady. The man provided a house. They are a young couple. He's ambitious. Went and he got himself a house at an early age. Got a car. He qualified himself. And he's just not romantic. He just doesn't have the play and all of that. He doesn't lime, he doesn't drink, he doesn't carouse himself and so on. He goes to work, he comes home, he stays home, he does not leave again till the next day. He said, yeah, I can't handle that. So she left him. You're not going to have a perfect man. You know how many women want that man? Because there are women who have a romantic man and the man has nothing. No house, no land, no car, no job, no nothing, but he's very romantic. And she wants yours. You're not gonna find a perfect man. So I want people to recognize that you got to settle for what you have and settle for this. Settle for the things that are non-negotiable. If you have some non-negotiable, saying these are the things I'm not prepared to do without. If a man is in my life, I'm not settling for a man. For example, that you are looking for a man who is loyal, and you tell yourself that is non-negotiable. That's okay. You say that, you listen, I want a man who is family oriented, and that is non-negotiable. That is okay. But you can't make, I'm wondering if you could really make, he comes and he picks me up late. So therefore, it's non-negotiable. Do you really want that one to be part of the non-negotiable? Are you not stretching it to it? So some of the things that we expect are really unreasonable. Yeah? Kyle, who you saying misbehaving there too? Who that? Is Lamimina? I'm sure it's Lamimi harassing the daylights out of people on the Facebook. Yeah. Okay. So, how many I gave you all there? 3. So before I come off of that point, let me give you this point also. If you get, sir, madam, if you get the man you really want, that man who is serious, loyal, settled and everything, qualified, professional, have money to mind you nice, if you really get that man, and so if you really get that woman who's so charming, so good looking, so homemaking, and so caring, yeah, and that woman who's going to lift you up and as you want her to, would she want you? Would he want you, ma'am? Because we want things in people, and sometimes we don't make ourselves valuable to them, but we want them to be valuable to us. Just something for you to think about. All right. So let me give you a 4th one. At 6, I tell you, I will give all you more because you all have been so nice. Gingerbread man, madam, let me say. All right. Keely says she'll take that over lack of ambition. I wonder what is it she was referring to. I'm not too sure. You see, sometimes when you all post things and don't see what it is, the post on Facebook is delayed. So that means we have already passed that by the time you are hearing it and posting. All right. So let me give you. Let me challenge somebody to put down the ones that we've done there so far. Just put down the one you remember. Or Keely, that the man wasn't romantic. That's right. I felt that she could have gone past that. Here's what she's talking about. Other women in her office receive flowers and gifts for Valentine, and her table was empty. Forget, why is it we have to match up with other people's relationship? Why is it we just have to match it up with them? You see? And create unhappiness. Well, that person left the marriage actually, and they got into a marriage with somebody who was more affluent and more outgoing and so on, and then found out that the person was not only just outgoing and charming and nice and giving to her only, but to a number of other women. When the man she left, she never had an issue with him, with another woman. Yeah? Tobago women, mothers have a thing to say, you choose and choose until you choose. Let's move on. All right. Let's see what else it is that, who remembers what we put down so far. Kyle say, ask the man for what you want. Yeah. Yes, by choice. Yes, some people are single by choice. Thank you, Candice. Some people lack identity. Some people are have unrealistic expectation. Angel says, yes, we would have to want me after I have all those qualities in a lady as a Christian woman. If he can't see that well, then he blind and can't see the beauty in front of him. My pick. That's right. Okay. Nicely. Thank you very much, Angel. All right. So I'll give you one more and then we go for the break. This is the other one. There are people who would ask you to drop your standards. And the person is single not because they are not good enough, but because they would not drop their standard to a standard that they will regret. So they are single. They want to get in a relationship, but not under compromising situation. Now, those are some singles that are rare. And those are some singles that you guys need to look out, especially with a single woman. Look out for. So you're going with a girl, a nice girl, beautiful girl, charming, considerate woman, but she's not going to give you sex because she doesn't believe that sex is something that you just give away as though it's a closing down sale going on. She doesn't believe that it is something that you give because as though it's going out of, when you have a goods that not selling and you drop the price so that you would sell. She doesn't believe that sex is that. So she's holding on to it. Regardless. You are nice, she likes you back, and she really wishes that would work, but she's not surrendering it. Nice. I did my personal belief. Nice. Yeah. So, it's a good woman. She's not going to drop her standards in order to get you. But the reason she's single is not because she is that bad, it's because she's that good. Yep. Let me see what's going on Facebook here. Why is it he having female friends very, very close to him and want relationship? I know. Grass. I don't know what Sue referring to when she called grass. Hey, or let's have our own conversation. Green always looks greener on the other side. Oh, okay. One of my suitors sent me so many flowers that my father asked him if he worked in a funeral home. Oh, bloody. All right. Share the live, people. Share the live. My mother say you only give away rotten saltfish. I could just read the thing now and just tell when is Lamini you talking. Yeah. No, you can't be giving it away. So, and so when you find a woman like that, and fewer guys would really, only the serious guys would want to tackle a lady like that. So there are people who would not drop their standard. There are some guys who would not drop their standard. I know of a guy. He held his standard. He did not want to give it away. He felt he's a young Christian man and he wanted to hold on to it. The girl also was a young Christian woman also. But because he wasn't giving it away, and she knows that every other guy she went out with begged her for it, and he wasn't begging her for it, she said, he must be like boys. You have a man who stands with a standard, and you, instead of you commend him for that, you're beginning to ask if he likes boys. You see why some men that have to go and prove that they don't like boys? They have to get the practice on a woman. Are you all hearing me, people? Yeah. Kenson, some people are single because they don't go into a relationship to find companionship, but because they're looking for a project, something to fix. That sounds quite apt, quite accurate. Angel says a woman's body worth value. I firmly believe a man have to work very hard for what he wants. A good thing never come easy. Easy come, easy go. And is the old saying. The old people says this thing, Chinese say, good thing no cheap, cheap thing no good. Good thing no cheap, cheap thing no good. Yeah. Define the mother. Okay. All right. So, share the live, people. We're going to give you a break. We're going to go to the break and we come back. I give all the 3 or 4 already. I'm going to give all about the next 3 or 4 again. I'm going to give all the extras tonight. Yep. Let me go. Double B Supermarket, 60 to 62 Government House Road, Scarborough, Tobago. All items reasonably priced, friendly staff. If you don't believe me, you call them 639-5329. If you ask them any question, they'll tell you. Jesus is the answer.
Don't let the weather of the day dictate your pace. I stayed cool every time I got into my vehicle, and you can too. At Tow School Center of 31 Gaskin Bay Road, Bonaccord, they specialize in auto air conditioning with parts and services catering to your car's needs. Call and ask for tows at 660-8777 or 788-3535. Tow School Center, where a comfortable ride is a cool ride.
Halifax Safe Home Revolution is passionate about providing you with scientific-based, medical-grade, safe take-home products that cover your essential needs. From your oral health to your daily skincare regimen to maintaining and preserving your overall health, our products are enriched with premium-grade, patent-protected microsilver and Norwegian spruce tree extract. Halifax Safe Home Revolution will forever change and revolutionize the way you take care of yourself and your families. It's a game changer. Okay, people, I hope you share the live. We're back on. This is Mike at Night. We're on Thursdays, every Thursday, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. I hope you put it down on your calendar so that you'll be part of this show every single week that we are on. Let me just check the live here again. All these people, lovely people who are on. Let me say hello to Keely. Keely, along with her husband. Yep, they're in Trinidad, and we're glad to have you all on. Let me see who else we have on. Yeah. Enough things to fix already around house for both gender. Yeah. Some people stay single because they don't want to reveal who they are. Okay. All right, if you say so. Right. Okay. All right, so let's see if we could give the others quickly. Hey, we didn't do just let me remind you all that we have the single session that is coming up on the 23rd, and all single persons, we're inviting you to come out to that. It's just a discussion, it's a virtual discussion, but go to my website and register. Yeah, it's a free session, it's on the screen. Go to my website, michaelETstewart.com. You write www.michaelETstewart.com. You register for it. Get your seat secured. It is free. How cheap can that get? Yeah. We're going to talk things about singles, and we're going to show you the statistics. In the United States, we have over 58% of people single. That's alarming. Because by the time people are ready to settle down, they would not be able to settle down and develop a relationship to the quality that you need as you approach old age. Yeah. So make sure that you go there and register. We want you to also register for that free program that we have coming up, introductory program. It is called How to Design the Life You Want. Some of you are living a life that is not yours. You are not happy. You're living through your husband. You're living your husband's life. You're living your wife's life. You're living your mother's life, your father's life, your children's life, your parents' life. You're living everybody else's life except yours. So, probably because you haven't designed one for yourself. And if you don't design a life, one will be designed for you, because you will live a designed life. Yep. So that program is July 2nd, 6 o'clock to 7:15. You go to the website, you're also going to see it. We have so many courses and programs going to be coming along that you need to just stay in tune. And what you could do is press subscribe. When you go there and you fill out the updates, news and updates, every time we have something coming out, you'll be informed about it. Okay. So let's go back now and let's see. We were down to the point about not dropping your standards. That's why some people are single, and that's a good thing. Number, whatever it is, 4 or 5. Some people are single because they are stuck in a past relationship. That past relationship sometimes is their own, sometimes it's not theirs, sometimes it's their parents. They saw what their parent went through and they are stuck. They don't want to, let's say it's a woman, I don't want to choose a man that treated me like my father treated my mother. So they are fearful. Sometimes it's a man. The way my mother left my father and went and lived with somebody else, I can't take that heartbreak. Sometimes it's a relationship that you had, that you loved the person so much, that the person hurt you so badly, you still have not recovered. And you are stuck. Another good man has come along, another good woman has come along, but you don't want to give them your heart. You give them so much, and every time you find that you're falling in love, you pull it back and you close your heart. You harden your heart just so that they would not get to the soft part of your heart. Wow. That is why you need to heal from your past. There's a thing that says, if you don't heal from the wounds of your past, you will bleed on someone who never cut you. Let me say that again, for those who want to write it down. If you don't heal from the wounds of your past, you will bleed on someone who never cut you. There are some people who have gotten into some relationships, and the person that they are in the relationship with is suffering for pain that that other person came into the relationship with. They are punishing their current relationship for all the things the man or the woman that who left them or who hurt them did to them, and they are giving you hell. Talk to me, people. And so some of those people need counseling. And we do counseling. Did I tell you that? We do private counseling, private personal counseling. And you can also go to the website and book us to sit down and talk. Because a lot of people can make good relationships, but they just need a makeover. They just need to redesign themselves. They need to do things differently. They need to let go of some things, let go of some people, cut some kite and let it fly. You just take your boat from the moorings and let your boat go, because you're revving your engine, but you're tied to the docks. You want to move on, but it's tied to the last person that you were with. You can't get over them. That's why you need to do better. Yes. All right. Sherry Stapleton, most people single because they fear to move on after a bad past. That's right. That's right. They're stuck. You know what it is to get hurt. You get scared opening up your heart again. Because some people they love deep, you know. There are some people, they don't play with love. They don't, you see this flirting thing and play games thing, they're not into that. So when they love, they give. And it's unfortunate that some people, boys and girls, men and women, have suffered at the hands of indiscriminate people who come into your life to grab what they could get, wreak your heart, and walk out because they were never serious. And you only know that after they've gone. but the scars are left for long after. Yeah, that ain't easy. So those people are single because they can't take another hit. They can't take another pain. They can't take another abuse. They can't take another unfaithfulness. They can't take another suffering. So they are single. Not that they want to be single, but that's the reality. Let's talk about how many. Anybody could remind me of how many we have? I have lost count. I know I told you all 6, but I'm in a good mood. All right. So Lamimi says her eldest sister loved her husband to death, literally. Let me tell you, if you love somebody so much more than you, then that's a demonstration of a lack for you. Never love somebody so much that they are, when they have left you, they take away the biggest part of you. Never do that. Be whole as you are. So when somebody leaves, they leave with their 100, but you still have your 100. Mel says, I love with all I have and I am, and I will give even more than is needed. Okay. Don't give away all of you, Mel. Keep some for yourself. Yeah. All right. So we said, okay, I'm seeing Sandra and Candy saying that it's 5 we given so far. All right. So I didn't even give me 6 yet. I had a great father, so I didn't look so hard for love. I is a spoiled child. I could see that. You didn't have to tell me that. Me know that. Sometimes Kenson said sometimes it doesn't even be a next lover who hurt you, but because of the hurt and trauma from their family, loved ones, they lock off love altogether. And yes, I think a lot of people are loveless, or they don't have the capacity for intimacy because of some of the pain that they've gone through, some of the pain that they've seen other people go through. Very sad. All right. Let me give you this one. Lack of commitment. Lack of commitment. There are some people are single because they're not going to get into a relationship with somebody who wouldn't commit, and there are too many people who not committing. And because they're not committing, they don't have a relationship that lasts for any length of time. People really use relationship. They are in relationships in what we call revolving doors. You go in and the same door spins and puts you back out. You don't even get into the department store. You're just walking, and if you just keep running on that department store, you're out back where you just came. There are people in relationship for some very short period. There are people in relationship for 2 days, 3 days, a year, 2 years. When our parents and our foreparents used to be in relationship for 50, 60 years. Some people cannot make a anniversary. Or is it an anniversary? They cannot make it to get one anniversary. Yeah? And that's because they are not prepared to commit. Let me tell you, never get into a relationship with somebody who has no intentions of committing. That is the first thing you should be asking somebody when they try to quote you, or you get into a relationship with a girl. Are you afraid of committal? And we're not about committal of committing people to the ground. Are you afraid for committing in relationship? If the person is afraid of committing, then you need to get your act together and come back. When you are getting into a relationship, we don't have to commit now, but you must be prepared to commit at some point if we're going to get into a discussion. And even if it is not with me you're committing, but you must be okay to commit. And if your commitment is not part of it, why are you in the relationship? I know of a gentleman told a girl, I am just with you until I find somebody better. And I asked the girl who told me this, are you still in the relationship with him? Say, yes, I love him. I hope he will stay. But of course, you know, he never did. Of course, you didn't. You didn't have a standard. You let a man tell you that he's with you until he finds somebody better. And you find your real estate self is so cheap that you can afford to stay in that relationship. And that, okay, enough of that rant. Number 7, I think it is. And this is for ladies here now. Ladies have a way when they go out in grabs, like coconut, a bunch of coconut. They go out in grabs. A man is less likely to want to approach you with all of these giggling girls, ladies with you. I'm not saying so for my boy as coming up during school events and so on. You want to track a girl, you had a school event and they tell us, okay, you're going to go up to chat with the girl. But she has all these friends around her, 6, 7 of them. They go into the bathroom, all of them go into the bathroom. They go in for a drink, all 9 of them go in for a drink. You're not even getting a chance to approach the girl that you like. And then even if you try to go and you try to talk to one, out of the 9 you're talking to one, you're hearing 8 giggling at the back there. You could hear them shooshing and teasing the girl. Oh gosh, man. And that's just for that type of group. But there are even older people doing that. A guy would not want to approach you. A guy would feel very intimidated under that circumstance. Try to go out with something like 1 or 2 friends and so on. Somebody that you could at least cut the umbilical cord from. Separate yourself from them so that you can have a chance to meet somebody. Your friend's not doing you any good, you know. These guys that go out in groups and just sit down by a bar and drink. And the ladies hoping that you'll come and approach them. But you sit down there all talking, watching TV at the bar, playing cards at the bar, and you don't even have them to study. So you single because you're not giving yourself a chance to meet somebody. And there are some people, because of the fact that they're not very outgoing, they are always home. It's home, church, work. Home, church, work. Home, church, work. God is not doing a home delivery. Yeah? God is not KFC or Royal Castle. He does not do home delivery. You have to move out. You have to go and spread your wings. Go. A fisherman knows no fish is going to come to land to meet me. He knows I've got to go in the sea where the fish is. So if you want to get into a relationship, go where the people who carry the kind of personality and the kind of character, charisma, and sort of culture that you want, where they're located. If it's somebody in the bar, then find that person in the bar, but don't complain after you marry the person and say the person drinking too much. If you want somebody who has a certain wholesome kind of personality, you'll find the person in a church. But you select also in the church, because not everybody who goes to the church is a good person. But you make a selection out of there. You understand? If it's somebody who is a carnival type of person, you find the person there. But you must be able to fish somewhere. You see? But stop this stay home, work, church, that kind of thing and so on. Dress up nice. Fix yourself up, mister. And move around. Leave the garden a bit now. Don't get so caught up with it. All right, let me come down now. We're running out of time. As we're talking about all of that garden and so on, some people just too busy. You can't be in a relationship with somebody and you're too busy to give them time. You understand me? And a lot of you all just have too much on your plate. If you want to get serious, you need to get some leisure time to be in a relationship, spend time with the person for the person to get to know you. If your life is that busy, then you don't need somebody. You don't need to go with somebody and have them hoping that they're going to meet with you, go out with you, spend some time with you, and every time you are telling them no, you will be single. Life is more than work. Don't make work your life. Next, Some people may be unconsciously patterning their lives after their parents' life. Your mother was single, and you unconsciously growing yourself into a single man or a single woman because that's what you saw. You might be unconsciously growing your life to fit into something that you see exists, even your personality. They say that strong women and women who want to be dominant are that way because they see their mother run the house, had to stand up and fight as a mother, and they get that personality from them, but it doesn't work for them. All right, one more. Some people have become set in their ways. How many that I give you now? 10 is 10 by now. Some people have become set in their ways. Yeah, you're single so long that you're not willing to budge. But if you get into a relationship, there needs to be some adjustment. In order to be compatible, you must need to make a fit. All right, I see Tonya Stewart says, how can you assist the introvert to find someone? Okay, how can you assist the introvert, somebody who recluse, quiet, withdrawn, to find somebody? Well, nothing wrong with being an introvert, you know. It depends on who is the introvert. If the man is an introvert, it's difficult for him to be able to go out and reach a woman. The woman may need to make the moves, but if she makes the moves, then she has to be prepared to make the moves the rest of the relationship. And wouldn't she get fed up of that? Because wouldn't she want to be wooed and pursued? So it is a matter of doing some self-assessment, and this is where the program that we have, the How to Design Your Life. You have to ask yourself, if I want to get into a relationship, there's a personality I need to develop that attracts into my life somebody that matches my personality. But you must know what that is. Silence in a relationship says, I really don't care much about you. I really don't think much about you. I don't countenance the situation too much. That's what some people interpret the silence to mean. But sometimes the silence is just the person is just a personality quiet. So it could be misinterpreted as to why the person is a recluse. I don't have all the information to give the answer to help the person to come out, but I've known of people who have been very, very quiet and they have become very extrovert over time. Sometimes the person is quiet because they have so much things dealing with emotionally, and they are a person who lock things away inside of their heart and they don't talk. And so that's one of the reasons why some people are quiet. Yep. Some people also are quiet because they don't believe what they have to say it will be considered important or intelligent enough. Yeah. And so they stay quiet. Right, but that program, I want to invite you to go to the website and register. The website is being screened across the screen for you. Let me see. All this information is too much for me. Staying alone and single. Okay. That's it. Knock it on the nail. Thank you. What is the best place for Christians to fish? Well, one would have thought the church was the best place for a Christian to fish. I have to watch my mouth. There was a singles program that took place recently, and I'm trying to remember. Jim Miller posted something, and that was very interesting. He posted some very interesting things. Jim Miller said that there were 14 divorcees in that conference. The 14 divorcees were Christians, and the 14 divorcees divorced Christians, and the 14 divorcees want to get married to Christians. Now, if you have 14 people who divorcing Christians, is the church any different right now when it comes to this than the world? I would love to give the Christian-like answer to say, yes, you'll get it in the church. But I have to balance that with being a hypocrite and say, I don't think we are there at this time. Because some people close their eyes and think because the person is a Christian, that they're in good stead. But no. But I don't want to let it sound hopeless for the church at the same time. So I know I'm a torn between in that question that Angel asked. Because I do believe that there are some good men and some good women in church still. Jacqueline said that fall in my home court, home church work. No, man, Jacqueline, you have to come out further than that, man. Yeah? What do you think it is? Order on the telephone and God drop it off for you? No. That is why we want the singles session. The single session is for divorced, separated, widowed, unmarried. So that we could start mixing and mingling for those who want to get into a relationship. And even if you don't want to get into a relationship, but you just want to have a friend who is single, then that's all right. We want it to be a safe space. So make sure you go on and register. Register for the right program. They are all on the website. All right. Boy, so many of you write, and so sometimes I don't get to read everything that people write. Who said that they're tired of being single there? I need a partner. I'm tired of being single. I mean, we say you're in good house and you're in bad house, call you. Let me stop discouraging the people and them now, please. Oh, heavens, man. Why are you so? All right, it's 10 o'clock. All right, so I gave you all as much as I could. All right, and we'll be with you next week Thursday. We'll have also another good topic. Go to the website www.michaelatstewart.com. Register for any one of the courses. 2 of them are free, which means it's affordable. One of them, you really have to pay, but then that's all right. You will have a life transforming experience with that one. Thank you very much for all of you for coming on. I want you to the poll. Are you single by choice? If you are single, are you single by choice? 48% said they are single by choice. 52% says no, I'm not single by choice. That's troubling. Which means they want to be in a relationship, but they're just not. Remember, I just told you that 58% of the United States are single. We have 52 on the session here tonight who said that they are not single by choice. We're going to fix that. Yep. So make sure you log on and you register for the program. All of you, looking forward to seeing you. I want to therefore thank the director of tonight's program, Sid Jones. We want Sid Jones to come to that singles thing because Sid is a man who needs to share his life with a good woman. Yep. And if you all want to know more about Sid, hit me up and I will get some information about Sid for you, so that he could be able to be in a nice relationship with a woman. When he come here, he must start saying, listen, Mike, call me Mister. Catch you all next week Thursday, 9 o'clock. Bye now. Double B Supermarket, 60 to 62 Government House Road, Scarborough, Tobago. All items reasonably priced, friendly staff. If you don't believe me, you call them 639-5329. If you ask them any question, they'll tell you Jesus is the answer.
Don't let the weather of the day dictate your pace. I stayed cool every time I got into my vehicle, and you can too. At Tow School Center of 31 Gaskin Bay Road, Bonaccord, they specialize in auto air conditioning with parts and services catering to your car's needs. Call and ask for tows at 660-8777 or 788-3535. Tow School Center, where a comfortable ride is a cool ride.
Halifax Safe Home Revolution is passionate about providing you with scientific-based, medical-grade, safe take-home products that cover your essential needs. From your oral health to your daily skincare regimen to maintaining and preserving your overall health, our products are enriched with premium-grade, patent-protected microsilver and Norwegian spruce tree extract. Halifax Safe Home Revolution will forever change and revolutionize the way you take care of yourself and your families. It's a game changer.